this time. Man, this needs to be replaced.
We've been patching this baby up.
Yeah, over and over. Well,
You know, it costs them more money.
will you get the shut-off valve real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yes, but the crazy thing is the state gives them plenty of maintenance money, but no replacement money. And they get, got it? And it's more and more every year to maintenance, and they need it. Oh, I don't want to break this.
I like to hear it squeak, then I know it's totally closed. Well, there's so much money spent on maintaining things that you could just buy a newer one.
There's some things that make sense. So I totally get some things that make sense. Like, I don't want to live in a disposable world. You know, everything's disposable, just throw it out. I mean,
Well, yeah.
my brother, oh my gosh, he is Mr. Disposable. Oh, you check the valve, the pressure valve.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that looked weird.
It's going down now. It was like stuck at 80.
Yeah.
I thought that's got to be too high for 80, especially since I shut it off.
Well,
Your brother.
yeah. He makes. We were raised poor. Okay, makes plenty of money. He makes the most money in my family. My other brother, he's a chiropractor. He makes pretty good money, but so it's pretty much sixes. Anyway, they both make a lot of money, but they both kind of have the same ideas. Just throw it away or buy something and just sit it. They have a garage full of crap that not even out of the box, and I don't get it.
Well, sometimes it's nice to have something new.
Well,
that you
yes,
can depend on.
Something to depend on. That's the thing, though. How can you depend on anything? You don't depend on things. You get something, you take care of it, then you can depend on it.
Well, I figured, these days things are made to just only last so long.
Well, that's true, but
I mean, these things that were built during the war, I swear they're made to last forever. But they're not efficient.
well, it's funny. They're talking about putting solar panels on for the boiler. Solar panels for this whole thing. Are you kidding me?
Huh.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
That's like putting wheels on a horse.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean the horse. Well, I don't know. It's like, do you call a horseless carriage? You don't need a horse, right? Well, what about a motorcycle? What do you call that?
Motorcycle?
Yeah, well, it was about the same time as a
No,
horseless carriage.
It's called a motorcycle.
Well, what if it's like the...
Or an iron horse? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, yeah, that's kind of a train thing. But
No, that's true.
they had these babies on trains. Maybe this came from a train.
It's big enough.
Yeah.
No, those are coal-fired. It's coal. Well, this could have been, converted. This is natural gas, but could be coal-fired. But yes, this belongs in a museum, not in a public pool. They spent all that money. Oh, this is all full of crud. They spent all that money on the new filter system, and which the filter system, it needed to be changed, but they rebuilt the clubhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Why did they rebuild the clubhouse?
Got to keep up with appearances.
Yes, but it did.
And this thing is costing so much more.
I know.
5 years, they could have built 2 clubhouses.
Right? That's just in maintenance and fuel.
these new tools, I like to keep them just nice and clean. My dad gave them to me when I started working here.
Yeah? Yeah, your dad was a good guy.
Yeah. He always wanted me to take over the business, and you know, I was just too little when he passed away. There wasn't a business for me to take over, you know, by the time I got old enough. But he left these tools for me.
Yeah. Well,
You know, if they could talk, I bet this boiler could talk. If this boiler could talk, it would tell you things. Oh,
how many high dives, how many cannonballs, how many belly flops?
yeah. You know, I can't believe that this would even be efficient enough to heat the kiddie pool, let alone the whole Olympic pool.
Well, that's pretty big. It's pretty big. I like it. You know, it's funny. My dad was he was the county commissioner when they first put this in.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it came from, but yeah, that was back in 48. Was right after the war, so it could be surplus. It could have been in a battleship. Who knows?
Could be. You know, I like to shop at those surplus stores.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to see, you know, some of the ways that they used to do things. Everything's heavier.
Yeah, but rusty. Rusty, big rusty iron, everything.
It's starting to cool down a little bit. Finally.
Oh, we got
Rusty, heavy, you know, the cast iron, geez.
right.
That's why I like modern stuff. It's lighter. I have to side with your brother. I just like newer things.
Well, I like new things too, but no. What I'm thinking with his deal is it's wasteful. I mean, he spends all this money on new things, but he doesn't even pull them out of the box. I mean, what is it even? It's like retail therapy. It's retail therapy. I'm not lonely, or I'm not wasting my life if I have all of these conveniences in my garage available for me if I need them or not. And even if I do need them, I never open them. Do you know what he does? He gets all of like this electronic things. Like he has this a thermostat, and he took all of the parts out of it. He took all the parts out of it and like opened it up and looked at all the things, and then didn't put them all back in the box. He put all the screws over here, all the hardware over here, the remote over here. He's got one of those thermostat you run with your phone, or it has this remote you can have anywhere in the house. You want to heat it up a little bit, turn on the fan, all this nonsense.
I like that stuff.
Well, it's great. To this day, it's not installed. I'm going to go over there next week to install it.
I got a drawer here that I
Turn
never
that valve back on.
I never opened that drawer.
Did you say that again?
I never opened that drawer. I have a drawer that I've never opened. I haven't used it yet. No, I just wanted to check something over here on this other side.
Yeah. Well, I've never.
This entire side is rusted.
No, it's just surface though. It just needs to get painted. It's fine.
They've got a drip or something.
That might have been from the concrete above. It's fine. But
I swear.
it's not new.
No.
But it's not. Well, I think that Alba's gonna fix it.
You know, we keep fixing this thing. Why don't we get into the business of selling new ones?
What's the point? They're not gonna buy it.
They might buy it. If they know, but they're gonna save money.
Yeah, but it's all budgets, it's all county budget stuff. You have to proposition, make a proposition, get the fund, oh my gosh, you got this tight.
I told you I wanted it to squeak.
You open it?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna close this drawer.
You gotta test, see if this leaks. Oh, off.
I just barely turned it.
I
too.
know, it just, I don't think it's cross-threaded. But I think my big pet peeve is waste, you know? Just be happy. You don't have to make all this money if you just take care of your stuff. But know when to say when as well.
Yeah, you don't have to buy the latest thing.
No.
You can wait for a year or so until it comes down. I mean, that's what I do. I don't have to have the latest phone. I wait for a year.
Yeah.
And then I can have a pretty decent phone. It's a year old, but
Well, yeah. And I'm kind of surprised to hear you say that.
really,
Yeah. Well,
I'm not carrying around a flip phone.
well, no, I'm not talking about your phone. I'm talking about your marriage. Because that you switched out for the new thing pretty quick.
Well, it's like this boiler here. She wasn't efficient.
Oh,
She,
wow, okay.
well, it wasn't just that. It's like, she's a spendthrift. She was born with a silver spoon. Me, I wasn't. I mean, I just got these tools from my dad. That's all. Well, and
Well,
this
but-
job, I thank you for giving me this job.
Yeah, well,
You know, it's a nice favor to the family.
well,
I don't know how to do anything.
no, you're good. No, you've been doing it you're doing fine.
I know how to check a gauge and
You turn that
turn
thing on.
turn a valve.
Well, you're a strong lad. Well, what do you want to do?
I like music.
What do you mean you like music? I like music.
Well, I like working with my hands, but I'd rather be making music with my hands.
Well, can you play an instrument?
Yeah,
What do you play?
piano.
How did I not know that?
We were given this piano when I was 9 years old.
Huh.
And I've been playing it. It's out of tune, you know, but I don't care. It's my release. My ex, she couldn't take it. That's one thing that I didn't have to have new.
Well, you could tune it.
Yeah, and it was okay with me to be old. You know? But she never supported me in my music. She just, she wanted that timeshare. The money pit. It wasn't just a timeshare, it was a house, too. We had to have the nicest house.
You sound like you're not part of those decisions.
Well, I went along with it. I won't fall. That's why I'm always asking you for overtime.
Well, as long as there's work, I'm happy to do it. But
You're a good man.
yeah, well,
You took me in, and
that didn't sound good. Hold on. Oh, I think it's gonna blow.